and touch on a little this whole situation going on with Ice Cube and his plan for Black America, you know, and his contract for Black America, his contract with Black America that he took to the politicians and tried to get a little, you know, a little justice for the black race. And I'm curious as to like who. All I'm hearing is all these they vilifying Ice Cube and making him seem like he did something so wrong because he came up with a contract and because he had the audacity to talk with Trump administration over the contract that he had or what he was trying to get for us. And it's amazing that now I'm seeing all these people just coming out going against him. People in big place. I mean, you know, famous people. You know, famous black people going at him and accusing him or going against or going around our black politicians and not going and trying to get something through Congress and not sitting down with the elected black officials and the black politicians who are already in place and who are already in place doing nothing. And it's just crazy. And then they come up with. I've even heard that some of them. I even heard to talk about well, there is a black plan and we have a black plan. Okay, well, why not? Why we not hearing about the black plan? Why we hear so much about Ice Cube black plan, Ice Cube black contract, but we ain't hearing nothing about the elected black officials who sit up there collecting all this money. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing. I'm like, I just think like, who sent these people at Ice Cube, or what makes these people think Ice Cube is the problem? They try to make him seem like he's a Trump supporter and all this stuff just because he tried to do something or he decided to do something and that's not don't fit the way that they think. And the way that they think is the exact same reason black people are in the exact same position we are in today. Because these black people, the way they think and the way they use their platforms and their strategy is to harm us. They don't live down here with us. They don't care about us. They act like they care. They talk about black issues on their shows to get ratings. But they don't do nothing. They don't live in the hood. They get their little checks and they move out the hood. They start their little non-profit organizations and they pay each other. They get big money and they all of a sudden become a professional this and professional that. And now they demanding $80,000 and $100,000 a year for themselves first. Before any of this profit that's coming, this money that's coming in that's supposed to go to the community, supposed to be done for so-called black folks. You see what I'm saying? These are the games that these people play continuously. And I'm thinking, who in the hell would send these people like, who sent them at Ice Cube? And then we have to think for ourselves like, okay, why is Ice Cube the problem? He representing the bottom. He's saying what the people at the bottom been saying for years. He even saying what we hear some of the famous people say when they ain't not having their way or they not getting their checks and things ain't going their way. They have all this stuff to say about Hollywood and how it's so hard for a black actor and how black actors and black actresses and black directors are treated different. Even in the football, how they fire black coaches and don't give them chances. I mean, it's just, we can go on and on and on. So when somebody like you say, okay, I'm going to take the initiative. The first thing they say, oh, he didn't take it up. He didn't talk with the black elites. He didn't do this and that. Who are y'all? Who the hell are the black elites? Why you got to talk to y'all? I mean, he got advice from strategic, intelligent black people who he thought was their advice was good. And he sat down with people and they came up with this contract. He didn't just out the blue say, I got an idea and just go in the studio and write an album. He actually tried to make a move, something that would benefit us at the bottom. But you know what happened? It always happened. Them black people at the top use their goddamn power and their ability to make us look like nothing and to make us not count. Because the whole time they complaining about Ice Cube, complaining about the contract, why aren't they talking about the contract? Why aren't they talking about what's in the contract? I went and read the contract myself. It's online. You can Google it and go read the contract. You know what I'm saying? Why? I'm trying to figure out what's the problem. The only thing that I might agree on that I heard one person had a problem with, or a couple people had a problem with, he's not asking for enough money. $500 billion is not enough, and I agree with that. We need trillions for real. And people be like, what y'all need trillion for? What y'all? So we can operate like why America operate. That's why we need trillions. And everybody don't have to be a part of it. They can get their trillions back or get their part back to the dominant white structure if they want to. But let us black people who trying to be independent black thinkers and people who can hold their own, control their own, let us be. And if Ice Cube want to be a part of that, let him. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? And then I think, and you know who's sitting at the back who sent these goons out. You know WS control all of this stuff, man. So we know what time it is, man. And I wasn't even going to speak on this issue, but I just thought I would, man. And I salute Ice Cube. And we need more dudes like that, man, to step up to the plate and formulate plans. Like, these politicians sitting around, they ain't coming up with nothing. They ain't doing nothing. Now we finna sit right here and watch it. And we got Kamala in Harris or whatever her name. I ain't disrespecting her, but I don't know her. But I checked out her policies. I don't like none of her policies. I ain't seen where she been great to black people, period. Nowhere. And I know Joe Biden tried record. Come on, man. We finna get screwed in the behind some more for another 4 years while our black politicians who had a problem with Ice Cube sit back and do nothing but show up every time a black person get gunned down. Show up holding hands and in visual prayer and all that. They know that ain't gonna do nothing. But that's all they gonna give us. So we got to stand up and demand. That's why I wrote the book. Get up, get out, and get something. A message to the incarcerated black man. Because I know it's strong black men incarcerated and locked up and who can make some moves out here if they can just get their mind right and get their mind back. Get their mind right and get their minds back. Like I had to do. You got to get your mind back from that white supremacist structure, man. This thing will kill us, man. Got to get your mind back from that WS structure. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say WS. And if you don't, you super sleep. So salute Ice Cube, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And damn them suckers, man. Damn them suckers. They want you to just sit back and make some movies. You know what I'm saying? I even heard D.L. Hughley commenting, talking about Trump will sit down with comedians and sit down with famous people. He want to sit down with somebody who gave us 3 Fridays. Like, how you going to discredit that man? You ain't did shit but comedy. You got you a little show and a platform and you talk about black issues. You should have been the first one to invite Cube on your platform. But you fake too. That's all I see, man. Fake. Ricky Smiley, I love Ricky Smiley morning show, but man, I seen the true color. I listen every morning, man. That shit came out, man. These people getting checks from the Democratic Party, man, to keep us down. They getting checked. They ain't taking them checks and saying, you know what? Donate that whole check to the black struggle. Donate that whole check to the black cause. They ain't doing that, man. They taking that check to buy them more Ford trucks and Nike suits and all this stuff, man. Boy, it's rough, man. It's rough for the son. I almost said sons of slaves, but and people who know me know about the sons of slaves. But man, it's rough for the descendants of slaves, man. And especially when a descendant of slave get his hand on something or get her hand on something and just forget the whole structure, forget the whole struggle. Man, I'm Dallas Boy, man. Y'all check the page out, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button, man. This channel gonna grow, so grow with me, man. Crazy, man. And you can get the book, man. Get up, get out, and get something. A message to the incarcerated black man. It's available on Amazon, man, for $6.99. Y'all order that book. Send that book to your family members that's incarcerated. Because I guarantee almost anybody that see this book got a black man in their family incarcerated. And they probably saying, he's smart. He just got caught up in this and got caught. And that's what I'm talking about. Same thing with me. It was the same thing. And we got to break up out of that, man. Break them chains. It's rough, man. I started gaining knowledge in the early 90s, man. It's 2020. It takes time to break out of that WS, man. This culture of this country, man, all this hate and depression and suppression and oppression that's installed into the mind, installed into the psychology of us from early ages. The violent movies, the violent cartoons, the heavy sexual content. I mean, it's just bred into us, man. And by the time you 10 or 11 years old, man, you already thugging it, or you already thinking about some sex, or you already having some devilish and crazy thoughts. That's what this culture put into us, man. And we don't got nothing. We at the bottom. We the people at the bottom, so we catch hell every time. And we got the most crime, and we got the most brutal mentalities when we go to thinking about doing something to somebody because of all the stuff that has been done to us for over 400 years, man. Can't erase it like that, man. You got to break out of that thought frame, man. That culture is dirty. That culture is ugly, man. And I've been a part of it for so long, man. And it took me a while to get my mind together. I'm talking about a while. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no more longer, man. But just ask yourself, man, who the hell you think sent them people at Ice Cube, and what was so hard and so wrong about him coming up with a contract for Black America to try to help the black people? And for mentioning going after the private sector and saying that y'all owe, man, because that's the private sector. They're the people who built their money off the backs of slaves, man. But when we don't study history and we'll be talking about that's old, or we don't want to hear that, that's what happens. We don't understand that. We remain ignorant. And after generation after generation after generation, we continue to stay ignorant and stay behind. And then we'll hear somebody get up there, or elected official get up there and say, I'm going to do something for all America. And we be clapping, yeah, they're going to do something for all America. And we don't understand that all America is levels. And we at the bottom level. So as you do for all America, if you give everybody $1, we still at the bottom. You give everybody $2, we still at the bottom. You can't fix it or rectify it. It's all a game, man. All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no more. Y'all be good, man. I'm Dallas Boy. I salute you, Ice Cube. Keep going, bro.